Good afternoon, guys. My name is Arnaud Genet. I'm Director and Chief Road Steward for PRL. First, I have to apologize for my voice. I'm kind of recovering from a flu. So today we're looking at stewarding guidelines and rules modification for Season 2. So first, our mission at PRL is to provide fun, fair, and competitive racing for everyone. And for my team and I, the fair part is pretty important. So for us, it means transparency. So you can expect that from us throughout the whole stewarding process. So first, rules changes for Season 2. We have modified a little bit the car contact rules to make sure that we have some space as stewards to, let's say, not to give a penalty when there's car contact and when there's no, let's say, clear rules broken. So it goes like this. So unless the contact is caused by the leading driver breaking a rule specified in these regulations, losing control of their car, and if it was a racing incident that could not be avoided by either driver. So last season, any kind of incidents with trailing car was deemed responsible, and then we were giving penalties. Here we kind of open up for more, let's say, flexibility. So this adaptation follows for a more nuanced approach to assigning responsibility for contact between drivers. Kind of recognize this that sometimes accidents happen in the heat of the competition, and that both drivers may have contributed to the incident. So in such cases, the rules allows for the possibility for no penalty. That no penalty is roughly necessary, and that the incident can be viewed as a racing deal rather than a clear-cut case of one driver being at fault. Of course, however, if one driver clearly violates a rule, let's say blocking or losing control of their car, they would still be held responsible for any resulting contact. Secondly, focus for 2023 Season 2. The Rule 12, recovering from an incident. So we had a couple of incidents last season that cars that were recovering from an incident, so it's on the grass after a crash. They had some problems, let's say, rejoining safely. So that's a main focus for us, and that's making a big difference with official races. So first, if you are spinning, you're kind of losing control of your car. Sometimes the best way to slow you down is to hold the brakes. Kind of removes any suspicion from us, from the stewards team, that you're doing the right thing, right? So hold your brakes, regain control of the car, take a look at the gaps, your relative box, I think it's F3, and rejoin parallel to the track instead of perpendicularly. So that would help. We kind of tend to give harsh penalties for those kind of incidents. Other than that, a quick overview of the guidelines. So it is passive stewarding. So each races you will have either a stewards or an organizer in the room that will do our drivers meeting. But the protests are sent after the race, just like iRacing officials do. You have 48 hours to submit the replay. It needs to be the RPY file. And most of the time we are giving championship points penalties and race or season suspensions. Of course, we are in the league, so assume the best. Feel free to ask questions to guys around you. Apologize if you need to do so, and empathize with the other drivers that may have hit you. Watch and save the replay and ask yourself, what could I have done to avoid this incident? So the process itself is is pretty easy. So at the end of the race, you have a protest form on the forum. You submit the RPY file. You have 48 hours to do so. I'll do a video posted on the Discord, so on the Road Stewarding channel. The stewards will review, vote, and the outcome will be made public on the Discord channel. You also have the right to appeal after that. If you have new evidence, then maybe your replay, your inputs, that could help us to make a better call. Lastly, penalty matrix, we have changes stuff a little bit. So regarding the penalty matrix, so we have changed the how many points we are giving for race winners to extend the the points to all the grid. So instead of giving, let's say, points for only like the 25 first drivers, we extended that to support our larger fields. But of course, if we are giving more points, then we need to give significant penalties. So that's why we opted for a bump of 5 points to all penalties. So for instance, lap 1 incidents are 15 points instead of 10 points. Other than that, I hope you enjoy PRL in Season 2 and hope to see you on the track.